Howdy, everybody. I am so excited. I can't believe that this came in. I have been waiting for this. I think Larry and I have been waiting like 18 months since Gamma 2020, literally the last event I can think of that took place with COVID, and My Hero Academia is here. We are a store for Jasco games, and they sent us some early products. I'm going to open some of these so you can see what this game is all about. I know a lot of people have watched the channel for Marvel Champions. That is my favorite card game overall, my favorite co-op card game, but this is my new favorite competitive game. I also really like Flesh and Blood. I know that one's been really popular, but this system is really solid, really fun. I actually went to the store to pick up some things. Larry and I managed to play play the game with the new rival set, so we got a little play of that in. We wanted to be able to stream, but we just can't stream from the store right now. So I said I would come home and unbox some of these cards so you can see. The pre-release is this Friday, November 8th, and then the 15th is the official release of the set. So that should be really excited. Yeah, it's a My Hero Academia game. I've watched a little bit of the show. Larry's watched the whole thing. I've watched like almost the whole first season. I think 10 or 11 episodes, and I think there's 18. So I guess that's half. And I do enjoy it. I'm just slow. I'm just not a TV person, so it's tricky for me. But I've seen a bunch of it and enjoyed that. I know there's like 5 seasons, so maybe I haven't seen a bunch, but there's all that. So what we got in here is the 2-player starter set. This is what we managed to play with Midoriya and Bakugo. And these are kind of the 2 main characters in the show, always kind of against each other and whatnot. And then we got a box with 24 packs in it as well, so I'm going to open that. And Larry was laughing at me because I was struggling to open all this because I have no nails whatsoever, so I actually brought scissors to help me. So let me show you what's in this. Mine got a little messed up in the car ride on the way home. In fact, I think I lost... There's a really nice rule book. I'm hoping that it ended up in here. These decks were sitting in here. They were sealed. So this is the game. It's part of the Universus system. I apologize. I did not know this got all messed up until I opened it a minute before I started streaming. So it comes with 2 51-card decks. I feel like decks are usually standard. Yeah, sorry. It comes with a really nice rule book. A lot better. It's not like that fold-out sheet. It's like a full page, flip through the pages rule book. And there's 2 player mats here. These were pretty good. They actually can help you in the first game because you have to pay increased costs and you can track a couple things. So it's kind of nice there. Not the worst of that bunch. And so you've got these decks. So let me see if I can find which one's which. Now that this all got messed up. You get a couple foil cards in there as well. If I remember, I'm just trying to find. Oh my gosh, these got all messed up. All right, let me just see if I can find their hero cards then. Where is Midoriya? Sorry about that. These are his. This is almost completely his deck. Yeah. Where's... Oh, there's Bakugo. Okay. I think this is just the part that got messed up. All right, so these should be the 2 decks now. Oh, no. Where did he go? There he is. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm a huge fan. The 5th season just ended. Got it. Okay. It also comes with a couple cards. So like this one can't fit in the deck. I'm just going to pop it in here. I'm not going to talk through all that, but it comes with 2 rare foil cards. I'm trying to make sure I can see what you can see. All right. So there are those. I can zoom in a little bit more even. Okay. And make sure my head isn't covering them. So you get these 2 decks. So they are 50-card decks. I feel like it's normally 60 cards, so these are close. There's also turbo decks that I think are 40. So whichever it is, these decks were pretty good. We just played this match, and it was so good. It went several rounds. Worked really well. So you get these hero cards. It tells you kind of their card draw. It tells you their health, so they're mirror matched here. And then they have all these enhance abilities. So what happens on your turn... You play a card, and then you have to do a check. So you draw from your deck, so that one needs a 4. I drew a 3, so I can exhaust myself. And if I exhaust my character, I add 1 to any flip. So now I've got a 4, so that will successfully hit. And then you go back and forth playing all these enhanced abilities that are on the cards. And everybody can play their enhanced abilities to change things. Oh, discard a foundation. So you have all these foundation cards, which are great. Discard that, and it'll deal +2 damage. And you've got a certain speed, so you're setting a speed. And then the other player can do a similar thing. They can try to block. So let's say he tried to block. Now you're going to want to block in the same area. So this one blocks mid and this is low. We're not going to worry about that too much. So then you'd figure out, oh, the speed of this is 4, the speed of this defense is 2, so now they have to flip a 6, and they flip a 3, so then they can commit 3 cards that they have in front of them. So on the first couple turns, you're just going to play these foundations, which are cheap, and then they can be exhausted to increase any of those attacks. And you go back and forth. But the trick is you spend your cards when you're attacking, but then when you're defending, you don't draw anything up. And then at the start of your turn, you ready everything and refill your hand. So the more you attack, the more you leave yourself open. And each hero has 3 of these different, I'm going to call them elements because I don't remember what they're called. And you fill their deck with one of those types. So I think his are going to have all those types in general, but a few are going to switch here to the other types. My goodness. I've got these decks all confused. So I think this one almost has completely those. And so you fill the deck with those types. So it almost gives you like 3 different builds. So if you think of something like Marvel Champions, it's like the aspects or something like that in those decks. Yeah, pretty easy now that I can see these symbols. All right, there we go. So it gives you different ways that you can build. And then the cool part is, we'll see when we open the box, is that the box, there's 18, we think there's 20 different characters in here. So it gives you lots of different ways to play. So it's neat on that front. So I'm really excited about this. If you have questions about it, you can let me know. I can try to answer those questions. These decks come with foundations and with attacks, which is all you really need, but there's also actions and a few other types of cards. I think there's equipment cards. Lots of fun foils if you're into the show. Yeah, you can see that shining and that one shining. I think these 2 are the rares that I got, ultra rares or whatever they are. So, all right, let's open the box because that is the part that I am looking forward to as well. But I'm like totally not lying. This game is really fun and could definitely go with a bigger audience. So I'd love for people to check this game out. Let me know. You can actually go back and see us playing it on the channel early on in the days back in the store. There's lots of sets. Now, what's interesting, there were sets for like Cowboy Bebop and Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and they all blend together. But this set is intended to be played alone. Now, it can play with the other sets, but they're doing like tournaments and stuff like that, where this one plays alone. So you can just buy this set and buy into the game, and that's everything that everybody has. So yeah, so this is releasing on October 8th is the pre-order. So if your store, the pre-release, if your store is part of the Jasco program, which we are, then they'll have their stuff probably this week, and it'll release on the 8th for a pre-release event. And then on the 15th is when it's full releasing. So here's what you get in a box. There's 24 packs, 10 cards in a pack. And then the box gives you a box topper and 2 of these quirk packs. So the box topper is this really powerful card. It can go in any deck. And it allows you... I'm sorry about my cough. I went through the whole day, taught, did everything. No coughing. I was coughing last night on the stream. I felt really bad. Actually, we played Hella last night for Steve's channel, Beat the Game. I coughed through that whole thing, and I had that headset microphone. I felt so bad, but that's just how it was. And then all of a sudden, I get on stream and start coughing again. So this one allows you to discard momentum. Every time attack hits at the end of the round, you get to put that card under your character, and that card is now momentum. So you can discard one of those and add 1 attack card to your discard pile to your hand. So that works really well with this character because whenever he gets blocked, his cards go into his deck. So you can play this one out on the board, and then you can be able to use this to grab those cards back. So when his cards get blocked, they get discarded, which is good because every card you've played prior adds to like a penalty to play the next card. So he doesn't have that. So we'll look at these quirk packs. I think there's 5 different cards in here, and you can play, and I cannot open these things. Larry's laughing at me so hard. But yeah, we just played at the store. I know Larry's not on the stream. We wanted to film it, but I would have had to go all the way home, get all the camera equipment, and it was just going to be too much. And there wasn't another day that we could really play to do it. I've got a ton of stuff going on. Oh, look, there's a little place to rip it right here. Got it. I also have scissors. So I think there's 5 different cards here that you can collect. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. So here's another character card. Here is Kamui Woods. So for people who are familiar with the show, they'll see that. So that card's got a nice foil version that you can get for another character to be able to play with. Do they all have this thing? Darn it. They all have the little thing that rips. I did not recognize that. Yeah, I don't think it got pushed back to November there. I think that it is releasing. So you'll have to check your store. I'm not sure about online stores and things like that. They might have a different deal or better or worse. I'm not sure. Villains defeated. So this is, it looks like this is a foundation card. Flip after you discard any number of cards due to your rival's effect. Draw one card. All right. Yeah. So it tells you on the back of these, Larry bought in a whole bunch of boxes. Or sorry, Larry was going to pick up a whole bunch of boxes. I just picked up one to be able to work with. Yep, villains defeated. Just so I could show you guys what's there. But yeah, we're committed to several boxes as that releases. So, all right. So then you get all these packs in the box. I'm going to move the box out of the way so I can put the cards in it. And I'm just going to sort out my rares and my characters. Those are the only things. So here we go. Lots of packs to open. I don't get to do this often on stream, so this will be fun. I didn't realize they have this little tear corner, so I was being silly. All right. 10 cards in a pack, so it looks like you got your commons on top. So lots of different characters. You see the artwork. They've redone this. Actually, I should show you here. It was really neat. They made this, so there's full art. They made like see-through on these boxes, which I think is really cool. It makes the card really pop and come alive. They redid some of that, made it a lot more vibrant and whatnot. And you could see the symbols on these cards. So basically they tell you now in the rules, you're just picking one symbol. You used to be able to kind of match the symbols up, but it got way too complex and not necessary. So now they just basically tell you there's 3 different styles to play your character. This is the defense and where it blocks. This one will block mid, whereas you'll see this one will block low where the plus is. Might be hard to see. And a high block would be red, like this one here. So we'll see some of the card on this. Hardened Frenzy, Observant Student, Dark Shadow Talent. Oh, I think this went with this character. I think this is one of the cards that you could grab. Short Circuit, Create Capturing Net. She creates all these things off of her body. There's all these things. If you haven't seen the show, it's pretty interesting. Villainous Entrance, Manly Passionate Guy, Rapid Tape Strike. These are my uncommons. And then my rare is Earphone Jack. That's a weird rare. And this is a weapon, so you can see these blue cards that are weapons, which is kind of neat. So I'll set my rare aside. I'm going to put my uncommons in here. Commons and uncommons. I think there's ultra rares and things in the pack as well. We'll have to see as we go along. That one says rare, but it looks like it's foiled from what I can see. All right, here we go. Pack number 2. 24 packs. All right. I'm not going to go through all these, but I'll try to show off the cards in the beginning here. Natural Leader looks kind of neat. There's an improvised blade. If I see anything different other than attacks and foundations, I'll show those to you. Or if I find any heroes. So I believe the heroes are all uncommons as well. So they make them pretty easy to collect. Larry had like 14 in his box, so he had most of them. Meteor Shower is going to be mine. That is an ultra rare, it says. So charge and range. If this attack is added to your momentum, add it face up. Discard a momentum, add 1 copy of Meteor Shower from your discard pile to your momentum. Momentum, discard 1 card, add this card to your hand. So I can keep getting this card back. 5 damage is pretty high. You're trying to bring them down in health. It's an interesting game in that it plays pretty quick. The match we played today was a little slower, but you can have matches that like people are trying to win on the second round. So it's kind of like a best of 3 in 55 minutes. Ours was a little slower today. It probably took us 30 minutes, but we were trying to read all the cards. It totally changes once you've read the cards. All right, Smash. This is All Might. He's kind of one of the main ones. Did you say there are 20 different characters? Yep. Nope, there's not. So the only starter deck that I saw for this was the 2-player one with these 2 characters, and it played really well for starter decks. These ones were really fun. So there's these 2. Your store might even have demo copies for you to try. We had the demo decks in for people as well. And I think, yeah, there's 20 different characters, so it gives you so many different builds and things that you can do. So, all right, we'll just kind of show off these cards here. I'm going to have to read through them all. I'm going to watch Red Sox Yankees. I'm a huge Yankees fan, so go Yankees. She's cool. I've seen her in the show. Oh, that's a rare. Oh, maybe I'm doing this wrong, huh? Let me see. Were there 2 rares in a box? Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. My brother's actually at the Yankees-Red Sox game. He's at Fenway right now sending me pictures, so there's that. Looks like this one had 2, so I must have an ultra rare of some sort. Ooh, X rare. I don't even know what that is. Extremely rare. Panache Shining Naval Blast. And I've also got this Rescue Completed. Flip 1 Foundation. This attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Your rival discards 1 momentum. This attack gets +5 damage if you play it with Deadlock. So this is Deadlock's card. Wow. That's really good. +5 damage is pretty destructive. Yeah, 20 different characters makes it really cool. The best way I can describe it, I know a lot of people have played Flesh and Blood. It's like backwards Flesh and Blood. This game came out in 2004. Jasco picked it up as it died in like 2009. They picked it up in like 2012 and revitalized it and added other things. And like I said, this set is standalone, so it's a great place to jump in. All right, here's a hero. Denki Kaminari. That's cool. And I got Wealthy Aspirations. This is a unique card. It looks like a foundation, so that means I think you can only have one of them. Look at your momentum and turn one of them face up. After cards added to your momentum, add the top card of your deck. I may not read through all of those just because people don't know the game as well, but I will show off these heroes. So this hero has 7 hand size, but only 20 health. So you can compare that here to 6 hand size and 28 health. Some different abilities. I don't know why. Larry said there was some way that you could actually end up getting the characters. I haven't seen that. Why the characters have the flip value and the defense value, but I guess there's ways they can end up in your deck or certain modes. They have the symbols as well, so that's what you're trying to match up. And here's what we got so far. Yeah, any questions I can answer about the game. Oh, but anyway, so like Flesh and Blood, it's almost like backwards Flesh and Blood. In Flesh and Blood, if I remember correctly, you play your defense cards, and then you drop at the end of your attack turn. So what you have left after defending is what you have for attacking. In this game, you play your attack turn, and then flip. So it's got that element, and you're building up your foundations, which are really, really important. Larry had like 12, 13 foundations. It was really powerful. All right, we got Tenya Ida. I remember this character. Really important character in the first season. 6 hand size, 28 health, so that might be a general thing. And Relentless Barrage is our ultra rare. So far I've gotten an extremely rare, 2 ultra rares, so that's pretty good for a box. And then we've got all these lots of attack cards. I don't see any action cards. The only action card I think I've seen so far is this one, my box topper card. They're blue, and they go out just like the foundation. So let's see where that is. All right, muted so I could take a little cough there. How's everybody doing on this night? What's everybody up to? All right, bunch more cards here. Have to go through all these, see some different characters. Improvised Blade, Charged Up. Not a lot to say on those, so there's one. Rising Starlet. This is an enhance there as well. It's a weapon. After you build this card, gain 1 health. So building is playing the card. And flip, build 1 weapon asset or weapon foundation. So she's all about playing weapons, which is cool. I don't know the characters' names off the top of my head. I haven't watched the show in about a month, so I apologize for any characters that I can't remember names of. And whatnot there. All right. Eat my sticky balls. That's what that card is. That's fun. All right. Here we go. Shoto Todoroki. So this guy's like half ice, half heat. So that's kind of interesting. And Blitz Rush. So this is a damage card. Looks like this is Deadlock. So I need to get Deadlock because there's another card for Deadlock. So that should be interesting there. At work, as always. There you go. No work from home option for you, I assume, in the building. I'm a teacher, so there's definitely no work from home for me this year, which is a good thing. But it also is the reason why I get tired so early. All right, here's our next rare, Touch of Decay. So this is combo enhance. All right, so the way combo cards work. Yeah, we got all these. I'm not sure how to go through all those comments. I think I'll just show off some of the cards. People haven't seen the game. So the way this one works is it says Combo Fury. So if the card before this was a Fury card, then I can do the combo effect that's on it. It also has stun 1. So the traits, show this a little better. The traits that are in white are just traits. Like something could trigger off of that trait. The ones that have color to them and sometimes italicized, those ones have specific effects. So orange means it's going to be something that you can do as an enhance, and the blue means it's something you can trigger. So if the previous card was Fury, then I can do this combo. It's really not that bad once you learn it, but it is a tough game to learn. The first game is just going to be a lot of reading of cards and figuring out the timing and what you're doing, and you'll be blindsided by a short game or a way you didn't think through something. But honestly, I hadn't played the game in a while, and we played, and I was able to jump right back in, so it wasn't too bad. And look at this artwork, too. It's so cool. All right, another hero. Ochako Urayaka. I think that's his interest there in the show. And then Monster Blast. No, factory work. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad I can keep you entertained. Then a little bit. Todoroki is the most popular character. Okay, cool. I'm trying to remember. He looks so familiar, but I can't remember like story with him in the early part of the first season there. Like I said, I think maybe episode 11 or something. I've seen this Desperate Time so many times, so this goes. All right. Go. This is an uncommon, and then I've got Irrefutable Force of Nature. Seal 1 rival. Oh, I don't remember what that is. Seal. I think Seal might make them flip theirs. An asset or foundation. So there you go. I think weapons and things like that are assets. So that's what that one will do. All right. Keep going here. Always bored, keeping you entertained. Yeah, no, this is fun here. Open all these. Nomu is another one of the characters. So there we go. There's Nomu and Staff Strike. So here's her card for Staff Strike, which looks like that's a combo weapon or foundation. So the card before that was a weapon or foundation, and it has Powerful. So Powerful, you can discard those momentum cards to increase your attack damage. EX is you can discard momentum cards to increase your speed. So again, speed makes you more likely to hit. Damage obviously does more damage. And you can see, whoa, look at, okay, I didn't even pay attention to some of these on these characters. So he's a 720 as well. So they seem to be pretty standard. She's a 627, so she's a little less on health. He's a 535. Wow, that's so much health. So he would be a lot harder. Dark Shadow Slash. I saw Larry had one of these. Celebrity Status. Look at all through these. Start with the basics. Create a bow staff. And then Hardened Chop would be my one here. All right. There's that halfway through. Yeah, no, this is a really fun game, so we're going to get this going at our store. Hopefully your store will do similar. Around you, if not, come visit us in Connecticut. Apathetic. Okay, Momo Yaorozu. All right, so there she is. So she can make all sorts of things appear out of her skin and everything. One for all. Super rare, it looks like. SR. Full cowling 5% strike. So she is a 627. So we lay these characters out. We've got a 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Let's see all those different characters and where they're at. No moves are really hard to take down. Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to watch more of the show. Larry's like, how could you not have finished it? I'm not a TV person. I don't mean anything. It's not that it's good or bad, and it's just tricky to watch. I have it on Hulu, so I have to kind of watch there, and it has commercials too. Coordinated Effort. This is a unique foundation, an expensive foundation. After your blocked attack resolves, build it face down. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. That's really good. So after you block, then you get the card and it's a foundation. So now it becomes a resource. So anytime they block you, whew, yeah. Anytime you get blocked, now you can just take those cards and build to your foundation for your defense and eventually your offense. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen too many items and other things. Oh, Fumagaji Tokoyami. So yeah, this is the one he can go back and get add one copy of Summon Dark Shadow. So I saw a bunch. I saw Dark Shadow Slash. So I'm not sure if I saw Summon Dark Shadow yet. I'll have to see. And then Unwavering Slash is the card I got. That's got powerful. Trying to show that shine off a little bit. Okay. Impressive pronunciation of Momo's last name. Yeah, it looks like it's just focused on making her make weapons to be able to fight with. Destroy one foundation, build one asset or weapon foundation from your card pool face up. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed, so you remove from your enemy. So she can pull the cards she blocks with if they're weapons. So you're going to put a lot in her deck, and then she can pull them, and they can become assets that she can now use. So she can basically block with a weapon, or attack with a weapon, I guess. I don't know if you would attack. She'd block with a weapon, and then summon it to be able to use it on the next turn. So, or asset, so it could be other things as well. Pronunciation of her last name. Yep. Yao Yaruzu. I probably got it wrong that time. All right. So there's these cards. I remember this guy. He was early on. I don't know if I've seen these Nomu yet. So there's that one. Flying Thruster Kick. That's cool. Stuff here. Oh, here's an uncommon. So it looks like I got a lot of my ultra rare. Oh, here's another ultra rare. Grape Rush Attack. So this lady can throw sticky stuff. And it's kind of a cool card. Go get a copy of Eat My Sticky Balls. Well, that's fun. It's funny, though. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I mean, I know people watching live, but if you're watching this afterward, let me know if this is something that you're interested in. If I know for some people it's like, oh, I'm out of competitive collectible games, but this one doesn't seem too bad. You use a lot of these cards. I mean, the one part that seems tricky to me is that you need you don't need, but these rares, you can use 4 copies of them. You have 4 copies of a card, so you could be doing some of that chase, but you definitely use a lot of these cards. I mean, these decks were very competitive. And they were just the starter decks they gave us. I mean, I'm sure in a tournament mode it would be a lot different, but they were neat. Cool Student. Discard a momentum. Your next check to play a card gets +2. All right. Add this card to the top of your deck. And you just put it back. That's interesting. So you'll know you'll have it if you need a high block or something like that. Cool, cool. All right, we're getting there. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I don't want to read all these cards. I feel like it'll just be way too long, but I'll try to get a game of this out there and played or something. Looks like I got another character. So I'm not getting any doubles, which is pretty awesome. And here's another rare, Tongue Smack. So there's that character. I remember her. Sorry, I didn't make it to the mute. And another 6 hands. So you can see 6 gets basically 27, 28 health. Oh, I didn't even say this one. Hanta Sero. After your attack is partially blocked, draw 2 cards. So that's the thing, is like this card blocks mid. So I could block your high attack with a mid, but I would only do a partial block and do half the damage. After attack is completely blocked, your rival reveals their hand, choose a card, and discard it. Wow. Change the zone of your attack. Ooh, that's cool. All right. Yugo Aoyama. After you flip one around foundations during your attack's enhanced step, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Playable while committed. Okay, nice. The next card you attempt to play this turn gets -1 difficulty for each of your face-down foundations. So he's trying to flip all his cards over. So that's the thing, those foundation cards that come out, they can be flipped for an effect sometime, or you can find something to do. So he's trying to have them flipped, and they have no effect. They're just resources then. But he gets benefits from having that, so they're kind of telling you what to do. Does it say on the box how big the card set is? No. Tells you what's in here, but it doesn't say how big the card set is. I don't think it's too big, and I'm so sorry that I lost that rule book. It must have just fallen out. I had a whole box of games. 2 random, ultra rare. 104 cards. No, that's what's in here. 104 cards total. It does not. And I'm not privy enough on CCG sets to remember. Like 200 and something sounds right to me, but I'm not sure. Again, the heroes have the same, they share some of the same symbols. So even though there's so many different heroes, some of those are going to be a little bit different. Yeah, sorry, I don't know the answer to that. All right, another extreme rare. Oh, okay, so I got this character as a foil. So that's interesting. So sometimes they can come as foil, and then they're higher rare. And I got this battle pull no punches card where I can go get a punch out of my discard pile. So Midoriya's special ability is that he can discard his whole hand and get plus 10 damage, but now he's stuck with no hand to block. So it's like a last finishing move, but he does have a bunch of cards that let him draw cards if he doesn't have cards in his hand, so there's a little bit you can do about that. And then his whole trigger is he can discard his foundations to do additional damage, and anytime a card is blocked, he removes it, so it makes it easier to do the next attack. So that's kind of how those two work, and they seem like good ones to start with. All right, Binding Cloth Assault. Oh, and this is their teacher there. That's a combo weapon, so that would actually probably play well on that other lady as well, who has lots of weapons. So we'll see how those go. Yeah, how many boxes it would require? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get the 1 box, and I'm definitely going to pick up another box. So I'm looking at 2, but, depending on what you want for a set, sure, could be bigger there. All right. Actually, I guess I should take him out, put him here. That's the only double I got, which I guess is because it's foil. All right, so I got Suyu Asui, and she is a 7 with 20 health. So 720. Okay, so those are pretty consistent. I don't remember that in the other ones, but they're keeping these pretty consistent as to their health and everything. And then did I get another card? I got an ultra rare, which is Recipro Burst. So I want to say that these boxes are, it's 450 times 24. That sounds like 108 to me. Is what they're retailing at. So, I mean, $200 to get a pretty decent playset. It's definitely, definitely pricier, but you've got a good amount of cards. That's how these are, which totally makes sense why some people are out. But I'm way in over my head past $200 in something like Champions, which is just collectible without buying all that stuff. So, oh, there's Summon Dark Shadow. So that is an action card or an ally. Maybe it's an asset. Maybe that's where I was actually wrong. And that's the card that other character can use. So that tells me a little bit is that he can summon these, which means I would probably want 4 of them if I was playing that character, and I've only gotten 1 so far. So that could be part of that. All right, Tomura Shigaraki. Shigaraki has 6 cards and 28 health. And I also got a rare Shock Treatment. 2 packs to go. Yeah, I mean, tournament could be a little bit different, but competitive with a friend, I feel like 2 boxes is probably that pretty good spot. I'm sure you're going to then buy some more at some point. They're going to release a second set, so you'd kind of be able to buy into that set and match up. And then, depending on how your group would work, if you would trade with each other, or you'd have to purchase some. They do have them purchasable at places. Ooh, here's another action or asset card, which has Breaker, and I don't remember what Breaker does. This is Eraserhead. That's their teacher. Yeah, so I don't remember what Breaker is. I'd have to look that up. And it's in that rulebook, and I can't believe I don't have that rulebook. I feel really bad. It must have just fallen out, like I said. Coordinated Effort. All right, so there's that one. Last pack. I got 11 heroes, so I'm a little bit under Larry. I think he said he had 14. Although, did I get one in my specials? I did. So that gives me 13. So I guess if I get one here, I'd be pretty close to what he had. Let's see if we get another one. I did. All right, I got Kyoka Jiro, a 627. So most of them you can see are going to be here in the 6-card hand size. And I got a rare, and I got an extremely rare Flying Thruster Kick. So it looks like that rare is just because it's shiny Gale Force Punch. So there's that one as well. Nice. So yeah, then I have these two. I've got this promo, and I've got this promo character who is a 7. Hand size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one doubles up. 11, 12, 13. So I got 13. He had 14 in his. So that makes sense. And then I've got this special card, and I've got my 2 heroes here. Gives me 15 characters to play with. So I got plenty of decks to build. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to need more cards because what is this, 240 cards minus whatever's kind of here. So I'm looking at a, 220 card play set. I got all these to work with too after I bought that box. So, but the start is a great place to begin. Like sometimes they don't feel like good, but like start with these characters, play it, try it. I think the starter box is like $30 and you can play the game and see how it goes. And those decks played really well. I think they're 60 card decks and those are 50 card decks. But that's totally playable. For what you're doing here, but awesome. So you can see all these rares. What did I get for ultra rares or whatever? Here's an extremely rare, ultra rare, special rare, super rare maybe, ultra rare, extremely rare. I don't remember all these rarities. Ultra rare. I feel like I got a lot of these. Extremely rare. Ultra rare. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 of those. So I got a lot more of those. And all these heroes and things. So there you go. That's My Hero Academia. I don't have that box there. I'll have to hold up a pack. That's what I got. But this is the new CCG that's coming out. It's really, really fun. I like it a lot. I love the look of the cards. Did a lot of fun. It's been a long time. We heard about it back in March of 2020, and it's finally here. So really excited to get this and get a bunch of decks played and whatnot. So sorry. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to go now and get ready for the baseball game. If you're watching the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with somebody. And share the channel with people. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. And you can hit the bell if you want to see when I go live. Because I'm live here a bunch and playing games. This weekend I'm turning 40, so I'm having a little event. So I'll probably be a little slower on videos. And then hopefully next week I'm going to try to do a bunch of live review of games. There's a lot of games I got from Gen Con. And it's just not going to be realistic to get people to come and play them for me. So I'm going to do some live reviews. So I'll try to post some of those and people can ask me questions. And I'll answer the questions live or afterward in the comments. But to give you my review of the games that I have managed to play, but not probably get a chance to stream. So we'll see how some live reviews go. Something 10, 15, 20 minutes. So we'll get that opportunity. So, all right. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. My name is The Brant. And until next time, I hope you